What's up, Taco Fam? Alright, so as y'all saw in the community post, I did pretty good in the AGOV, case tournament. So here's the list that I played. I played Branded with the Sinful Spoils engine. So I feel like the Sinful Spoils engine fixes a little bit of the problems, but I feel like it's not enough to really make Branded like super good, but it's at least pretty good. So I'll show you what I played. So, as I always say, 3 and 3. You actually need it. A couple times today, I actually sided out one of my Albazes. I normally don't do that, but I just got tired of drawing him a lot because past 2 days I've played, and boy, I just was drawing so weird. But for the sisters, I decided not to play the Cartesia. Well, not Cartesia, but Blazing Ecclesia or whatever. I didn't want to play that one. Didn't think it was necessary. It was cool for the moment. These are my 2 lost targets. Not much changes with this. Alright, so this is the different change. So I've been talking about it, so I played 5 Bestials. So I like the 2. Lubellian. I played the Magna, the Saronir, and I played the Druids. So the reason why I played this ratio was because I wanted to have a higher chance to draw a Bestial. At least this is any Bestial in my deck. I probably could have played more. It's just I expected, like, in this tournament, a decent amount of Unchained, maybe some Tier. So at least trying to draw one of these is pretty good to me. These 2 aren't really good into Unchained. And this one's honestly really isn't either. Because once you get to it, they can just play around it. But, it's still engine at the end of the day. And then for the last of it, playing 2 of the Diabell Stars, Dark Witch. So 2 was actually pretty good. This card came in clutch a lot, fixing some of my hands, setting up my graveyard for Branded Red and stuff. And then that's it for the monsters. So spells, everybody already knows what these 6 do. And I went back to playing Fusion Deployment. So the reason why I went back to playing it is because I wanted to have more cards that allow me to play. And I didn't really care if I was Fusion locked because I'm playing the Sinful Spoils stuff. I just wanted to have more extenders and more cards to play. It was a couple times I opened 2, but it was alright. And I played 3 Nadir Servant, so just more engine, more ways to play. Then for some of the other cards I played, I decided on 3 Super Poly. This card's silly. It did help me a lot, and if you discard Witch during your opponent's turn, she summons herself back, so it gives you another body. And then for the Sinful Spoils engine, so we're playing 3 Wanted. This card is actually insane. I actually like this card a lot. This is one of the reasons why it fixes Branded a little bit, because, getting the search and the draw actually pretty good. And the 1 target I played in the main deck, I'm playing the Scythe. This card's actually really cool. Because, like I said beforehand, spellcasters that we play are Diabell Star, and we also play Dust Dragon. And just being able to nuke your opponent's monsters is pretty good before they can set up something crazy against you. The way it nukes is it lowers monsters' attack on the field based on the spellcaster that you target, the level 7 or higher. And the main targets are both 2,500. So it lowers everything by 25. And if any of their monsters hit 0, they all die. And then the last 3 Branded cards to round out the main deck. Yeah, standard, nothing really changed. To be honest, I'm liking this card a little less, even this format. Like, this deck's already kind of power crept a little bit, but I didn't really have anything else to play that I was confident in, because I'm still in the testing stages. So, alright, that's 40 in the main. I don't think I would change anything. Everything seemed pretty cool to me. For the extra, same 5 I always say. No more, no less, in my opinion. And still, the 2 bosses. And then for the rest of the Albaz monsters, so Titanic Clad and Rimbrum, they both always come up a lot, to be honest with you. I don't even summon either of them, but it still comes up. Just having them in the extra Dust Dragon. This card's been pretty good for me, and it's insane with the Sinful Spoils cards, only because it's a spellcaster and it's a free dump. And if you summon this during your opponent's turn, you can send the witch, and then the witch will summon herself back. So if you hard open the scythe or whatever, you still could use it either with her or the one you send with her. So it's pretty good to me. And one of the MVPs of today actually was Masquerade. This card was actually silly. I actually had a good time playing this card. Kind of missed playing it, to be honest with you. But it's actually pretty good. The burn damage is good. So whenever you go first and you set up your board, it's hard for your opponent to kill you and not playing the hand traps potentially if you side into them, while also trying to play into this. So this applies a lot of pressure. And then super probably targets. Played Mud Dragon and Garura. You know, the best two. And last card, Lulu. Didn't really use it that much today, but most times it does come up. Alright, so funny story. Yeah, y'all see something was missing from my extra? Yeah, for some reason, I didn't even bring it with me. I didn't even put it on my list. There was no Guardian Chimera. I know it's going to seem weird, and I'm wondering, like, how did I forget? Then I realized because I played Masquerade, but that's not what I cut for it. I forgot it was in another deck, and I just never even put it on my list to play it. Didn't even have it on me. I just pretty much left it at home. And I didn't even think about it until the tournament was over. I was like, wait, I didn't even go into a Chimera. And then look at my extra deck and looked at my list, and I'm like, oh, because I didn't play it. I think you still should play it, though, because of the branded red. Side deck, this pretty much varies. It's just based on your local environment, but I just thought I'd go with something more well-rounded. So for hand traps, I went with 3 Droll. Obviously, I expected a lot of Manadium too, and a lot of combo decks. So Droll's just really good. 2 Nib. Because I play a decent amount of cards that let me draw cards, I don't think I needed a 3rd one. And plus, Unchained, they play around this card most times anyway, or they just play through it, so it doesn't even matter. 2 Crow. I just wanted to have more cards for against tier and stuff like that. And it doubles down against Pearly and stuff too, but just having more cards that pretty much DD Crow. Because tier is difficult only because it's a gamble deck all the time. And for the spice, so I'm playing Subversion, but I'm playing it in a side deck. And I think it's only really good going second. And of course, my nickname for this card is Back of the Bus, because it targets a monster, puts it in a spell and trap zone. So it moves into the back of the bus. Pretty good. And then for some back row removal, I decided to play Duster and Cosmic. Honestly, if I had Lightning Storms, I probably would have just played those. But this is still not bad out in like anti-spells and stuff like that. Because I did play against Lab, so it does come up. And 2 Evenly Matched. This is different because I haven't played this card in a long time. And this card's actually really good. Just having it go in second helps you a lot. And a lot of decks could still play through it, but if they don't play around it, you just kind of, you know, evenly them for their life savings. And the last 2 cards, I decided to play Summon Limit. So here's a weird one. I expected Ace too, and all those other decks that can outpace this deck, because this deck is kind of fragile and weak sometimes. And all the other Floodgates, most of the decks can already play through. So I just figured, just end on Summon Limit. It's like, what's the best Floodgate that Branded can play outside of Tikaboo? And I think it's Summon Limit, because it just slows it down to your pace, to be honest. Because we could summon Mirror Jade in 2 summons, just off of Branded Fusion, or if we want, we could just summon Sanctifier or something. So that was why I played that. But other than that, the tournament was pretty good. Yeah, after Swiss, I made 4th. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this, what y'all would want to change. Obviously, this was an important case tournament because it's definitely for a lot of store points. And, you know, we solidified our spot still in top 16. So I'll probably come back with another update around sometime before it. I really want to switch and play a different deck. Kind of want to take a little bit break from Branded because it's not super good in this format, but these cards kind of make it a little bit more competitive. So y'all just let me know what y'all think. Leave me a like, comment, and subscribe, share, and keep that noti bell on so you'll see when my next video comes out. And keep tabs in the community. All right, peace.